My name's Jaden.
And I'm Max. And GPATV starts right now. Well, Guahomie, the results are here from yesterday's vote.
Okay, so we had the election here at Guahomie to foster some civic spirit among the students, to encourage students to take part in our democracy, and hopefully create a generation of voters to change the country for the better. Okay, so hot off the press with the polls just closed minutes ago. With almost 1,000 students and staff partaking in today's vote, our winner of the presidential election at Guahomie was Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine with 55% of the vote. Coming in second was Donald Trump and Mike Pence with 25% of the vote. And the third parties made up the remaining 25%. For U.S. Senator, we had Kamala Harris winning narrowly with 52% of the vote. We had some interesting results in the propositions. I'll talk about a few of them because there were so many. Proposition 57, which was the allowing parole consideration for non-violent felons, passed overwhelmingly with 60% of the vote. Interestingly enough, the death penalty initiatives, Proposition 62 to end the death penalty did not pass. It lost with 50.7 voting no, and Proposition 62 to reform the death penalty and speed up the process passed with a yes of 52%. The San Diego County Measure C, the football stadium initiative, lost. 57% voted no on the football stadium initiative. Thank you very much, and thanks, Guahomie.
That's pretty interesting.
Yep.
Please remember, the only time students are allowed to go to their cars or the parking lot is during lunch with an off-campus pass, of course.
Would you like to complete up to 15 hours of community service? The San Diego Humane Society can help you with that. It involves raising money with a bake drive, garage sale, making toys, blankets, collecting supplies, or your own project ideas.
Sweet. As long as it benefits the Humane Society, you're on the right track. Come to the library to start your project today.
Now to the Word of the Week with Jezreel.
Hey Guahomie, this is Jezreel bringing you Word of the Week. Today's Word of the Week is doodle sack. Doodle sack is an English word for a bagpipe. Now let's go see what students think the word doodle sack means. I'm here with
Natalie,
Luis,
Astrid, Kirsten,
Rolanda,
Adriana.
What do you think the word doodle sack means? Doodle sack? Yeah. I think it's a sack of a noodle.
Doodle sack? Maybe like a bag for your markers that you doodle with.
Probably like a name you call people when they do something dumb.
Maybe like a type of clothing or something. Like a certain brand sells that type of clothes.
I think a doodle sack is like just like a funny guy. That instrument thing, that they use to, the thing they play with the guys with skirts.
This has been Jezreel de la Cruz with Word of the Week, signing out.
Wow, that was a good Word of the Week. Have any clothes in your closet you don't want to wear anymore? There's a clothing drive taking place where you could donate your clothes to homeless children.
Please drop off any clothes such as t-shirts, jeans, jackets, sweaters, or anything else, either to the lower admin, counseling, or Mrs. Humphrey's class, which is in the upper high school building in room 3231. The last day to donate will be on November 10th.
The Guahomie Games points will be given to students based on their arrival on time to their classes, and it will be given to each grade level. Please be respectful and be on time.
Cool. Make sure to be on time. Now to Urice with wrestling.
Hey, Guahomie, this is the GPA wrestling team.
So what happens on a typical wrestling day practice?
Well, we train and prepare for CIF, and we also, we do drills to get better, and after practice, we work out for 30 to 45 minutes a day.
When and where are the practices?
So practices are on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and they're from right after school to 5:30 p.m. Yeah, and it's at the wellness center, lower wellness center at the gym.
So, what are your goals this year?
My goals this year are to letter and win CIF.
My goals are to go to Masters and do the best I possibly can this year.
So, what's your goal for this year in wrestling?
This year in wrestling, my goal is to go to Freshman County and win.
My goal is actually to get to CIF because I didn't go to CIF last year. I went to Freshman County instead.
What's your favorite part about wrestling?
My favorite part about wrestling is probably the working out, because you kind of see a different side of people when they're tired and working out and like going on nothing, and it's actually a pretty amusing side of people.
What are tournaments like?
Tournaments are kind of early in the morning, depending on where they are, and then other than that, it's a lot of fun because you're putting into practice the skills that you've been spending a ton of hours practicing.
So, how do you wrestle?
In wrestling, first you want to get in your stance, which is pretty simple. You learn that like the first day. And
well, in wrestling, you have to score takedowns. That's how you score points, or bring their back to the mat and just pin them.
Escapes, which give you 1 point, and then near fall points, which is where your opponent's back almost touches the mat, and that gives you anywhere from 3 to 5 points.
Do you have any tips for anyone new?
Any tips? Just practice makes perfect.
My tips would be to show up to every practice, because if you miss a practice, then you're going to be behind.
The biggest tip that I have for newbies is it's going to be hard, but stay with it. Stick with it. It doesn't get any easier, but it does get. You have sort of a bond that happens between you and your teammates.
My tips for newbies are basically take everything slow. Don't go too fast, and always understand what you're trying to do.
So, what do you do?
Well, there's a lot of things we do, actually. We help bandage up wounds when the guys are practicing or if they're at matches. We get consent forms and paperwork done for the coach. We do scoring at matches, and we also help set up all their workouts.
That sounds sweet. So, what could, let's just say, I do if I wanted to become a manager?
It's really easy. All you have to do is either talk to the coach, the captain, or a person that's already a manager, and then we'll get you set up.
What's your favorite part about managing?
Probably helping everyone.
Do you like the wrestlers?
Yeah, they're great.
So, what do people do if they're interested in going into wrestling?
Well, they just need to come by the Wellness Center when we have practice. Right now we're having practice on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights right after school till about 5:30.
Okay, and is wrestling co-ed?
It is. In fact, CIF started a girls' state tournament 2 years ago, but girls are still allowed to wrestle boys at dual meets and tournaments until they have their own CIF, and then they got to wrestle just girls.
See you later, Guahomie! Now back to the studio!
That was pretty good too. Just a reminder that the High School Christian Club meets every Wednesday at lunch in the room 3209. Come and eat with us.
We'll have a guest pastor, Aaron, visiting with us. Come and and visit with us on Wednesday.
Now to Trendy Tuesday.
We're back with Trendy Tuesday. I'm Nina.
And I'm Kaylee.
Starting off with celebrity birthdays, Lauren Orlando turns 11,
Emma Stone turns 27,
Sal Vulcano turns 39,
Chris Wu turns 25.
Happy birthday all of them.
Yeah. And now for a life hack. If you're trying to make your white shoes or the white part of your shoes look clean and new again, use some nail polish remover and a cotton ball to rub away the dirt, but don't do it on the cloth material.
Now for movies coming out soon. First is Moana, coming out on November 23rd, and here's the trailer.
For generations, this peaceful island has been home to our family. But beyond our reef, a great danger is coming. Legend tells of a hero who will journey to find the demigod Maui, and together they will save us all.
Maui.
A boat! A boat!
Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea. I am
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. I interrupted from the top. Hero of men. Go. I'm not going on a mission with some little girl.
This is my canoe, and you will journey to different.
Did not see that coming.
The ocean is a friend of mine.
First, we've got to go through a whole ocean of bad. Kakamora.
Kako, what? They're kinda cute.
Moana! I got your back. It's Maui time! Really? Blow dart in my butt cheek.
We're going to the realm of monsters.
Don't worry, it's a lot farther down than it looks.
Wow, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
Also coming out is The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and The Edge of 17, and they are both coming out on November 18th.
Cool, can't wait.
This has been Nina
and Kaylee
signing out.
Tryouts for the soccer team, are less than 2 weeks away. Join the Soccer Fitness Club to work out your conditioning. Harold Lorman or Mr. Meredith will be at the sports park from 3:30 to 5:15, Monday through Thursday. First, we will work on our fitness, then our ball skills, and then we will have a small-sided game.
If you want to participate, you'll need to be there on the 14th to 16th at the Vista Sports Park from 3:30 to 5:15 and wear a white t-shirt, bring shin guards and socks, have cleats or running shoes, have a filled out grade form, and have a good attitude and at least meet the fitness standards.
The San Diego Zoo came to visit Mrs. Primo's classroom last week. Here's Daniel Silva's story. Let's take a look.
Hello, homie. I'm Daniel, and I'm here with
Olivia.
Hey, Olivia. Does animal interaction help with behavioral skills?
Of course it does. We can learn a lot from animals and from nature. In fact, today I'm talking a little bit about bio-inspiration and taking inspiration from life and nature around us. And we can learn a lot through animals, how they socially interact, some adaptations that they have. And we can take a lot of skills from that and apply it in better ways in our daily lives and also in class.
All right. I'm here with Miss Primo.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Primo. How does this help upcoming artists?
Oh, well, anytime we see anything new or animals, or it inspires us as artists. We're going to be doing some clay projects later that are going to be based on bio-inspiration. And so we'll be taking a lot of the animal movements and their appearance, and like their skins and things like that, to use as inspiration for our projects.
All items left in our lost and found boxes will be donated to the Goodwill on Friday, December 16th. Please make sure that you look in the lost and found before winter break if you are missing any items.
Lost and found boxes are located in each building, on the east side for the lower and upper high school building, and our GPPA Lost and Found is located in the lower wellness center.
This has been Jaden
and Max signing out.